We are gonna play some more Zerg Hex. Now you guys told me in the comments that the tanklings got nerfed. What? I was like, what? They only launched them for like, what, 1 week, 2 weeks? Oh, here he is, Mr. Turtle. Wanted Z. What do you mean wanted Z? Oh, wanted Zerg. But that would have been bad for us, like if he just went for the Zerg. I would have had a way lower chance to get Zerg. So I'm gonna try those new tanklings you were talking about and see how OP are they and how OP they aren't. Did they really get nerfed? I'm bot. Yeah, I was supposed to talk in party, but no problem. And which king is not with me? No problem though. No problem. We'll see how the new tanklings will do and whether they can crush a Terran or not. I don't wanna harass these Terrans too much because then they're gonna be too easy to push back even with the regular Zerglings. So this is why I'm not gonna be too tough. I'm not gonna be too bad to them. Let's see. Oh, so they have reduced their damage to structures. They've literally halved their damage against structures. This is the nerf, or I guess. Is there anything else they've added? Okay, get to structures. Yeah, tanklings damages true damage and will not be reduced in any form. And early Terrans live. Okay, so another lever. Really? Is this really what's happening? Okay, so we can still test this out on this guy. And their damage against walls does not... boring easy game. Not sure. I'm not sure. I hope it will be good. I don't think I'm not hoping it will be easy. I'm not hoping it will be easy because too easy games make for boring videos. So their damage does not get reduced by armor at all, which is pretty interesting now that I'm thinking of it. Yeah, so they can actually be good late game against structures, which is a very interesting thing to talk about. Yeah, look at this. And I guess they do get their 25% bonus damage per upgrade. I hope they do, because then they can actually be somewhat good late game, but they have a lot less damage, so there's that. So this armor does not. Yeah, no problem, dude, I understand. Yeah, because when you're Terran and the other Terrans are absolute noobs and then the Zerg is decent, there's no chance of winning. There is zero chance of winning. So I don't blame him. I don't blame him for leaving. It's normal. But now it's harder for the Zergs, like way harder. Now I have to go all the way to more income. Or you know what? For the sake of the video, I'm just gonna upgrade this first, even though it's not recommended. I am gonna do this just to test out the tanklings. Test them out more. Because I don't think we're gonna have any problems, yeah. We have Dark Green who might be problematic. He's pretty good. Also we have... not the best teammate, he's got an under 50% win ratio. I mean, they do have like tons of hit points still, but their damage to structures is way lower now. So now they are legit in the late game. I mean, not the late game, but like the mid game. This is what this true damage does. Also, you know what, I think another Terran lives. Really, I mean, you can see how good these are. I made like 4 people rage one by one. So yeah, they're OP. Good team, very good team. My god, I mean, we'll have to now deal with like 2 turtling Terrans. And what are you doing? This is way too late to get out. I'm gonna teach him a lesson. Yeah, look at this. I don't even need to fight to win. That's how good these tanklings are. So no damage reduction aura will affect their damage against structures. See? True damage will not be reduced in any form. This also means that they are more from the units, does not affect their damage, which is interesting. I'm not sure how that is gonna play out, but I guess that's pretty neat. And let's see, can we break these guys' gates? Because I don't have like tons of tanklings now. I cannot get any more of them. Yeah, look at this. They deal exactly 6 damage per hit, even though this has 2 armor. This is interesting. I've never seen a concept like true damage in Starcraft. This is the first time I ever hear the words true and damage in the same sentence or in the same writing. Yeah, look at this, true damage. It's kind of like the League of Legends true damage that cannot be lowered by armor or magic penetration. So this is interesting. They're adding like new stuff over and over again. And this guy is out again. I thought he may be lost a while ago, but nope, he's still alive. He is still well and alive. Let's go for him once again. He does not have a lot here. He still has 3 Marines, 2 Reapers and a Spectre, which is pretty lame. He's just gonna go back. He's not even gonna think about it. Don't close, don't close, don't close, don't close, please. And he closed. Why do you have to be so boring? You don't have to close your gates. Yeah, I need to get some extractors now that most of my spawners are gone. Whenever this happens, just go for spawners. Or like, not spawners, extractors. Because in order for spawners to be any good, you need extractors. And because you've lost like 4 extractors here, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be very hard to do anything here. But still, we can have our way with the tanklings. We can do whatever we want with them. Yeah, this is interesting. They did exactly 6 damage against armor. So armor does not affect them. So they have changed it quite a lot, but it's only the damage against structures. Okay, so he's already telling me what he's gonna try. Okay, that's a good idea. In these situations, you may want to go for the iron cannon. I want to go at one point iron cannon together with some friends maybe, and like together 3 or 4 people going iron at minute 20 and to defeat Zerg that way. How fun would that be? I think it's worth a try. I mean, the guys are pushed back and these guys still smash walls because it's like they have 8 damage even though it says 6. If we compare it to what it was before, yeah, it is a 33% damage reduction. But they're still almost as good. And they may serve a purpose even in the mid to late game. Even though they can easily take care of these with like elite marines or veteran marines. Now these guys will literally just turtle. Witch King together with Mr. Onokot. That's a weird name to have. Drunk Boy. This is like a bit less weird, but still. Okay, so... Oh! You know what? My teammate is getting all sorts of extractors. He's getting only extractors. I guess he knows what he's doing. He sees the fact that we need to do that. Pretty smart here from Drunk Boy. Yeah, he replaced his gates with walls. These are also better. Unified armor, yeah, look at this. He's even gotten the unified armor, so we have to deal with some turtling Terrans while barely having any income. Great, amazing. We'll see how this goes. Now the tanklings are still very OP early game, they still have tons of hit points and they did not change the price or supply cost of these things. So they are still good by all means. They're not as great as before, because their early game damage to structures has been reduced, but I don't think that's a big deal. I think that's like a slight change in the way they interact with buildings, but not much more. Now this team does not look so bad. Actually, you know what? It does. They had 155, 132 games. Those were pretty good, but then they have 13, 12, 14, 3 and 1. So they are kind of weak. I'm not gonna say noobs because some of these are new. Witching and probably Mr. Onokot, but Drunk Boy kinda knows what he's doing. Yeah, he's also decent. He's camping. Turtling, I should stop calling it camping. But that's the right thing to do. You need to camp in such situations. You need to turtle. But then the other three guys were absolute noobs. Absolute not knowing how to play the game. But Witch King is at least going for Ion, and I think that's also what Drunk Boy is doing. They're both going for Ion, and then Onokot is also very new, so I don't think he's gonna go for anything, but we'll see. It happens all too often that these guys are like literally smurfs, either having their banks deleted or reset, or just coming from another server. I've seen tons of NA players coming to EU and EU coming to NA. You know, I was to NA once. I went there and then I played Zerg Hex and I had basically like 2 games, 1 win, 1 loss. And then when I was Zerg and I crushed the enemies, I had like 4 people asking me, "Are you a Smurf?" And I said, "No, I'm not a Smurf, I'm actually from EU." I don't think that counts as smurfing, because I can literally not save my progress from EU to NA, because those are different region servers. And if you didn't know, the bank files for those two are completely separate, and you cannot get from like one to another. Oh, look at my guy. My guy is also getting spawners, but he is getting tanklings. He also has the bankling upgrade, which I guess is nice, but not the best, you know? Because tanklings are decent for eco with their bankling upgrade, but they're still bad, you know? It's still way worse to get the bankling upgrade than to just go for the old school income way. So if you have the choice ever, don't go bankling. That's not a good strategy. Only maybe if you wanna harass them early game a lot, and maybe even go for tanklings in the mid game, but other than that, no, you should not go for the upgrade. Yeah, and this can still be countered by Reapers, so there's that. But it will take a while for the enemies to get enough Reapers to make up for the loss in energy. Because even though the tanklings cost like, what? How much is that? 40 more minerals? Or 1 more supply? They do have double the health of slowlings. So this is an even trade. If you wanna waste their energy, just go for tanklings, because they are way better at soaking that thing. Way better than the other units. Alrighty, so we are... Yeah, look at this. Witch King is already out of energy, but he uses Reapers, and that's admirable. But I don't see why you would go for so many when you want a turtle. but fine, we'll go with it. Yeah, I think he's going for an iron. Oh no, God, look at this. He's getting energy. He's literally got a full 2500 energy advanced battery. Also, he's getting the lab. So they are all going for iron. You know what? This might actually go bad for us. Yeah, look at this. Because we barely have any income. We need 15. We're supposed to have like 6,000 income combined by now, but we only have 2,000, which is nothing. That's nothing. So we are not in the best spot. Basically, if all the Terrans from one side leave, then the other side will have no income whatsoever, because the spawners that you get also help your ally, and if you lose those, then you lose them for your ally. That's not great. So whenever Terrans are leaving early, they also lose the game, of course, but then the Zergs have a much harder time dealing with anything else. I don't think this should be this way, because if a Terran quits, the other Terrans are supposed to suffer, not the Zergs. Because if the Terran leaves too early, then you lose everything from his side, both the extractors as well as the 4 spawners, which is a big deal early game. It's a very big deal. Get some more of these tanklings. I've seen some of you constantly ask me the question in the comment section: when do you know when to get extractors and when to get striking spawners? Well, these two numbers from down here, you see them? This one says currently 94 and this one says combined 100. You must equal these two. These two numbers must be equal. That's when you know you have a balanced income and a good income. Because basically this shows you how much an extractor gets you. Now it's 99, 100 very soon. And this one shows you how many minerals will 4 spawners bring you. 4 spawners, which is basically the equivalent of an extractor. And because spawners and extractors help each other, if you get an extractor, every spawner gives you more minerals, and then if you get a spawner, every extractor gives you extra minerals. Then these two are like clumped up together, and you can't get one without another, because then they're not gonna stack on top of each other. So keep in mind, if you wanna get good income, have these two numbers here, down here, equaled. Is this round good? Maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. We're gonna wait for the late game and see what is going on here. I'm not sure if this will be a good or a bad game, because I mean, it seems that it will be a hard game for us, at least not very easy, because yeah, all these guys are going for iron. So it's not gonna be too easy. Let's see. We have Reapers. We have veterans here, you know what? He could push soon, this purple guy. Yeah, look at this. We're supposed to have like 10,000 income now, and we only have like 3,000. This is nothing. Those kind of levers were lame, but still. Let's see what we get now. I guess a combination of spawners and extractors, because I can see my teammate is also holding the balance, so I guess he's also looking at these two, because they are too equal not to, you know, because there are some guys who have no idea how to income, and they either get too many spawners or too many extractors. And if they don't speak English, then there's no way I can tell them that you need to get both. And if they're going mass extractor, then there is no way I can balance that, because if they go spawners, I can just get tons of extractors and make it balanced. But then if he gets too many spawners, too many extractors, I cannot balance it with spawners, because getting spawners is way more expensive than these extractors. Because look at this, 50. This one is 200. And I guess they're even, but this one costs more supply. Like 4 of these cost 1 more supply. And this kind of adds up, and you cannot balance a guy going for extractors. It's very difficult. I guess until you finish your striking spawners you can, because these are 3 supply each. They cost like more minerals, but they are overall cheaper. You could do this if you go for tons of these, but then after you're done doing this, you cannot do anything else. Also, the guy who gets more spawners is also the one who gets less income, so that's a thing to keep in mind. Also, if he's going only for extractors, he's gonna have tons of minerals, so that he can go for way more extractors than I can make spawners. So it's never a good idea to go mass extractor. It's not manageable by anyone, really. What do we get next? Oh, we need some extractors. You know what? He's been getting tons of spawners for no apparent reason. Or I guess he's using the bankling upgrade. Yeah, he's getting more and more tanklings. That's why we have an influx of spawners. Also, the other team might be going for ions very soon, so I'm not gonna get these too close to each other. I'm kind of splitting them up, because then they can get all my extractors in one ion. You know what? It would be a big deal if they could get some ions now. Like, if they could get these, it would be very painful. And these also. So I need to diversify a bit to get these in other spots, so that I don't run out of them in case of an ion. Because it happened to me a couple of times for me to clump up all my extractors in like one big ball. Here, for example. And they go for an ion and they kill them all. Yeah, look at this, they are on ions. Oh god, oh god. I need to go for one more round of spawners, and then for something to break their walls. We'll need infestors, that's for sure. Okay, we have 6,000 combined income. I think it's safe to say we should go for something to break the walls. Now he has 2 armor, he's got 0 armor, and then Witch King has still 0 armor and only Reapers. This could be easily destroyed. We should have gone for probably earlier infestors, but no, I didn't. Because we could use like Ultralisks and Brutalisks for this task, but even then it's gonna be shaky. Because if they get their construction yards and aura going, then they can hold even the Brutas while they are turtling, which is painful, which is why we would need something more. We would need like Toralisks to be able to hold this now. Witch King did not get his aura. He did not get his construction yard near his gates, which is a bad thing. You are supposed to do that. And neither did Mr. Purple here. Only Drunk Boy did that. Yeah, Drunk Boy is scary. He's all walled in. Bruta Rush? I think Brutas are the right call here. Because Witch King doesn't really know how to do this. We can take him out, and then I guess we can take this guy out because he seems to have weak walls. And then we can win that way. Yeah, but it's expensive to go for Brutas. Look at this. I'm wondering, should we not go for like more stuff then? He's nesting. He's nesting Witch King. What is this? But I guess Witch King has no idea. Now this is also a legit thing that you can do. You can go for tons of nests and then go for hydras and balls to be able to see your opponent. Also use hydras. Yeah, you can do that. You can do that cheesy thing. A good thing he did that. Because I don't think it would work on this guy. Yeah, he's literally got turrets here. He can easily outrange my hydras. The guy from my side is too hard to manage for that. Come on, man, get hydras. You don't need hydra growth. You literally need to move hydras. You don't need hydra ups. Just kill the reapers. Because hydras do outrange reapers even when they have not stacked. Now I guess I should show you how a hydra works and how they stack. I'm gonna get some more income because we have some time now. Bam, 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 bam. Now some of these extractors, perfect. Oh, come on, one hydra already. So you can see it has 5 range, much damage, and it takes damage if it's off creep. So you can see no creep here because of a bug, but still takes damage while off creep, and you only can use them on creep because of that very reason. So then it has 15 damage, 5 range, pretty high range. They do outrange reapers, and then not a lot of anti-armor damage. So what these guys do is every 120 seconds they get one stack that gives them more hit points, makes them bigger, and makes them have more range. 1 more range per stack. And each time Hydra gets killed, he will go back to the previous state of the stacked up one, you know? So if he has 3 stacks and they kill this, they get its HP to 0, then he's gonna transform into a 2-stack Hydra, which is very interesting. So you cannot quite lose these that easily. So that's an interesting fact. And also they can go up to 8 range, which is kind of like a marine. So very interesting how these guys work. Yeah, Witch King has fallen. He didn't really know how to turtle. I guess I'm gonna try and teach him whenever he wants to play some more Zerg Hex. But not before he'll use another cannon. Look at that. He just used 1 cannon before getting finished here. Oh, so many attack upgrades, man, but why? I guess to break him. 6 attack upgrades, they're supposed to have now 150% more attack damage. And okay, so the structure damage does not go up by any more than the actual damage. Because 25% from their regular damage, 3 damage, is 0.75 damage, okay? And that number also gets added to their versus structure upgrades, so they do not benefit a lot from that. So they're not for the late game by any means. Maybe for the mid game, because I said the mid game. They are probably good mid game, but that's kind of it. Other than that, they're very weak. Yeah, he failed. Now we need to get these guys. Now Mr. Drunk Boy is gonna be hard to get. Yeah, he's literally got tons of walls with unified armor and with a construction yard in the back. So the guy knows what he's doing. Brute does. I'm gonna tell you, but please do not tell the other guys. Is he seriously pushing? How do these have 2 armor? Wait. Do they literally get 1 armor per armor upgrade? Is this how it works? No way! They get +2 armor. So this is also another change, because usually they get +1 armor if you get armor 1, but now it looks like they get 1 armor if you get armor 1, and then 2 armor if you get armor 2. I did not notice that. That's so dope, you know what? They're definitely viable for the mid game, and they can even counter regular marines. Yeah, look at this. Mr. Purple doesn't really have walls. His walls are 0. His walls are at 0 armor. 0 armor upgrades. I can just go for him with my Brutas. Yeah, there you go. Quick and easy. I'm gonna get some speed and attack just because. And they do deal 81 damage per hit. And it has 2 attacks. That means 162 damage. I don't think this guy is gonna be able to get rid of them. Oh, look at this. The walls literally get one shot. And so do the marines. Yeah, no way, you cannot hold this. You could stasis them, but then you would not be able to put walls down here. Yeah, you too. If you want, I will be able to teach you some of these game's rules. But I guess he can watch any of my videos whenever he wants to. Whenever he wants to learn more about this game. Because I've made quite a few videos about different topics, including turtling. Turtling is very easy, which is why it's so popular. Now for a beginner, you did really well. Now look at him, how many games does he have? 3 games. Getting an iron at 3 games is something I've never heard of. I've never seen a guy at 3 games get a freaking iron cannon, man. He definitely played well for a beginner, but he does need like a lot of improvement to be able to fight like big Zergs. Did this guy run out of energy on his turrets, or is he just not using it that way? Yeah, also his walls are falling because of those Ravators. I can finally use my Brutas. I forgot I rallied them like that. I'll just go. Go guys, go. I can get my own Ravators. Yeah, why not? Get some of these. Perfect. Here come 2 Ravators and like 8 Brutas. Oh god, but you know what? These turrets are actually good at dealing with Brutas because they have tons of damage. I think we need more Ravators or even Toralisks, because this is hard to beat. We need sustained damage. Also, I need to rally this here. Yeah, that would be way better. We need Toralisks, but like when do we get them? I have like 700 energy on these. We'll have to wait a bit more for some Toralisks. Look at all this energy. He's stored up so much. And also his yard is on the high ground, but yeah, he's ready for it. Look at this. The yard literally has way more hit points than the walls themselves, which is interesting. Maybe you could even wall with a freaking construction yard if you wanted, because you know it's big. He keeps healing the turrets. He even upgraded them. Do you see those lasers? Those red lasers? Those were from upgraded turrets, because there is an upgrade you can get. I'm just gonna get more damage. I don't wanna waste any more time. And he left. Good game, everyone. Good game.